everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name's Ella. Today's video is going to be a review. A couple of months ago, a brand reached out to me asking if I'd like to review their water distiller. I think technically they asked if I'd like to do an unboxing video. Did I remember to film any of the unboxing? No, I was too excited. I just ripped that package open and then started using it. So I've decided I'm going to just do a full-on product review. So the brand that we're going to be talking about in today's video is COZ. I think that's how you say it, COZ. They're sold on Amazon. These water distillers go from £95 to £110, which I would say, from what I've seen, is on the lower end of the water distiller budget. Love that. We love a little bit more of an accessible water distiller. The one that I've tried before is more in the £250 to £300 range. So I was really interested to see what the differences were going to be and if I felt like this was a good water distiller to invest your money in. Now, I know that seems like a lot of money, but like if you are the sort of person to be buying bottles of water every day, it only takes, you know, a couple of months, half a year, and you've completely made your money back on that, and you're saving so much plastic. So think of this as more of a long-term investment. Why I like to drink distilled water might be different to why you like to drink distilled water. I have some people commenting on my last video like, this is just so stupid, why would you drink distilled water, it's just so dumb. And I'm just like, well, we don't all know each other's backgrounds or why we're just deciding to do certain things to help improve our health and well-being. My main reason is because I have a chronic kidney disease that develops kidney stones. So I've got so many kidney stones. I've always struggled with this since the age of 13. I've had 13 operations. I'm 28 now. And a couple of years ago, I'd say like a year and a half ago, I just like somebody commented on my YouTube channel like, have you just tried distilled water? And I started looking into it, learnt about the health benefits. I've made a whole other video on this topic, which I'll link below, that kind of goes through a little bit more of like my personal reasons and the health benefits of drinking distilled water. And since I switched to drinking distilled water, I will never go back. Like, there is just no way I'm ever going back. I was the sort of person that couldn't tell the difference between Evian, any bottled water, I couldn't tell the difference. Or if it was tap water, I couldn't taste, I couldn't taste the difference in any of these things. I'd just drink anything and I'd be fine with it. Annoyingly, now that's not the case. I can taste tap water and I don't like it anymore. I do not like the taste. I can taste the chemicals in the tap water, which is kind of cool because it shows how when you remove something from your diet, or you're not used to something anymore, then your perception of what you can taste actually changes, which I found really interesting. So here we have the COZ water distiller. Now it's fairly big, like this is it in comparison to kind of a standard size kettle. But this is how the majority of water distillers, this is how big they are. So it's nothing unusual. So we've got the main cylinder here, and then we have got the jar that the clear, clean water goes into. We've got this one singular button. That's how you start the machine. And let me just open it up and fill it up and show you how we kind of do it. So this top bit comes off, and this is where I'm going to put the water. You can actually see very clearly all of the gunk that comes out of the water that we put in here. Now, I have tried another water distiller before and I never got such black, dark, tar-like looking residue left. Honestly, it's absolutely gross. So this time when I put it on for a run, I'm actually going to put some citric acid, which comes with this, the COZ water distiller. I'm going to put some in there so that it can kind of clean as it goes. So let me fill it up with water and a little bit of citric acid. So I've filled the water up to this full line. I'm going to pour a sprinkling of citric acid in there. Oh, that's actually quite a big lump, but it's fine because none of it goes into the clean water anyway. I'm going to pop the top back on. And we are ready to go. This machine is actually quite quiet. I don't know if you can tell. Obviously, we just got the fan going on in there, and that noise only lasts a little while, and then it's pretty quiet, I would say. So I will come back once we have a whole jug of clean distilled water. So here we are. It's the next morning, actually, because I ended up getting busy yesterday. But we have a full jug of freshly distilled water. What I like to do now is pour it out into some separate glasses or bottles and store it that way, and then I put it on for another cycle. I kind of go through about 2 of these a day. The only thing I found with this jug is that it's quite hard to pour from because it's got quite a wide opening here, but honestly, once you get used to it, it's not a problem. So let me pour my clean water into my bottles, and then I'll show you what the inside is looking like after it's gone through a full cycle. So I've just poured the water into 3 water bottles. So I have some perfectly clean distilled water here. There was a little bit left in the jug, but this is what the inside of the cylinder looks like. Honestly, like, this is shocking. This is all of the gunk left that would have been in the water. Even on the top of the distiller, it's like brown gunk, honestly. I did put some citric acid in here, so it's kind of broken apart a bit better. But look, I can literally pick up all of this residue with my finger. I mean, that is disgusting. But like, this would have been in my water. So I guess the proof is in the pudding. Like, the amount of disgusting residue, chemical, calcium deposits, like the amount of just crap that would have been in my water that is now no longer in my water, is kind of proof of how well this water distiller works, I would say. I'm going to give this a clean, a rinse out, and then I will put it on for another cycle. And just like that, we go again. Also, look how well this is cleaned up. This wasn't with me scrubbing. I've literally just run some water through it. And that is because I put the citric acid in there. It kind of separates it all and makes it so much easier to clean. So thank you to whoever gave me that tip. That was probably the best tip I've received. In terms of what I think of the product, I think it's a great water distiller. I think it's at a really affordable, good price point. It feels sturdy. It is very big, so you do need some counter space for it. It takes about 4 hours to distill a whole amount of water, a whole jug of water. 3.5 to 4 hours, I'd say, which is the same as my previous water distiller, so comparable. I think it's a really good water distiller. I can imagine this is something that's going to last years and years, and I just think it is such a good investment if you're looking into distilled water, or you kind of want to commit to doing that and drinking more distilled water or only distilled water, or however you want to do it. I would highly recommend this water distiller. I think it's a really good one. Let me know if you've tried this water distiller, or if you've tried distilled water at all, and if you have any recommendations in terms of, I've been wondering if I should re-supplement the water with some minerals. I haven't really felt the need to do that as of yet. I know you can just do that by adding a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, which I also haven't tried doing. Just again, I haven't felt the need. But if you do drink distilled water and you do supplement it, or add in the minerals back into it or whatever, let me know what you use to do that. And also let me know if you have started drinking distilled water recently. Have you noticed any of the benefits? Have you noticed any difference? For me, I find that it just kind of feels right. Like, it feels good to be drinking what feels like really clean water. For my body, it feels like it just makes sense to be drinking the purest water to flush out all of my kidney stones, or to try and flush out some of my kidney stones. Like, let's be realistic here. And to have water that doesn't contain loads of calcium and chemicals that is just gonna like not help the whole kidney stone problem. And also, I feel like I drink more. I drink water easier now. Like, I could just down so much more water and it just feels good. I feel like my skin has been a little bit better since I've started drinking distilled water, but again, it's really hard to tell because there are other factors that come into it. But generally, I just love distilled water. I will not be going back to drinking tap water ever. Like, I struggle even if I'm away for the day and I'm like, oh no, like, my distilled water's run out. Like, but yeah, I hope this product review has been helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions down below and I'll be happy to start up a conversation. I've got some really good tips from fellow distilled water drinkers in the comments, which I love. If you've got any helpful tips, as I've said, let me know. One of my favourites was putting citric acid in with the water that you're going to distill in order to kind of clean the machine as it runs, which, like, I've only just started to do that, and it's completely changed the game in terms of cleaning the water distiller. It's so much easier. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see similar videos, or if you've got any particular requests, let me know down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!